Hello again, sports fans. This is Michael Hudson.
And this is Frendel Faharan.
Coming to you from Seattle, Washington. Welcome to this week's EBC
Sports International. Here's the headline for today's episode.
Kawhi Leonard and Paul George look to more than beating the Lakers.
Anthony Davis likes chances of Lakers.
Pau Gasol seals deal with Trailblazers and 76ers sign Al Horford.
Calgary FC defeats Vancouver Whitecaps.
Back to work for Patriots as NFL training camp open.
NFL Steelers extend Tomlin coaching deal through 2021.
Young fans celebrate U.S. women's soccer team victory.
WNBA All-Star 2019 showcases the league's talents.
And day 3 of our E3 coverage focuses on the video games. After helping the Toronto Raptors win their first ever NBA title against the Warriors dynasty and being named the NBA Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard shook the NBA again by announcing he would sign with the LA Clippers.
The reverberations of this move was intensified when NBA All-Star Paul George announced he would leave the Oklahoma City Thunder and play side by side with Leonard in LA.
Earlier this week, the duo made its much-anticipated debut as teammates in LA.
Leonard spoke about his mentality when it comes to playing for the Clippers.
I'm just want to win, and I do things to make myself and my teammates happy. Whatever is on our goal and mind, that's going to be my focus and drive to just make us happy. And if we go to the championship and win and we're not getting no coverage, that's fine with me. I'm good.
George, who grew up in Palmdale, California, commented on returning home.
It's a great feel all around. I've always wanted to play back home and see what that was like and do something for my hometown. So I think now I'm here, I can do that on a full-time level.
He also spoke on playing in the same city as the Lakers, who recently acquired an all-star tandem of their own in LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
We got our own identity. We chasing something else. We not looking at the battle of LA. We got bigger things in mind and bigger goals to accomplish other than, the shadow, and none of that really means anything,
But most
If
of
the
all,
two new additions to the Clippers team tried to keep their cool, Clippers owner Steve Ballmer didn't contain his excitement.
Paul and Kawhi. Come on! Come on! Come on! Get up!
Frendel, even before this powerful duo was created with the Clippers, the Lakers have their own, right? They have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They're creating headlines everywhere.
Yeah, and that's true. After a less than impressive showing last season, the LA Lakers became instant playoff, if not NBA Finals, and contenders with the addition of Anthony Davis alongside LeBron James.
The King. And although the Clippers have taken some of the hype, Davis still likes the Lakers' chances in winning it all.
Here's what Davis had to say during a recent press conference.
It's going to be a fun season. I like our roster. I like every player that we have, from 1 through 15 or 14. 1 through 14. So I'm excited about it, and I'll put our roster up against anybody. I feel like that, in the 7-game series that we'll come out victorious.
Davis also commented on playing alongside one of the greatest in the NBA, LeBron James.
When you're a fan of the game, you watch it a lot, and I never really had a chance to experience, playing alongside him. 2012 Olympics, I didn't play as much. I was like the towel guy, just waving towel. And then, we had a little bit of time doing the All-Star games, but to get a full season and to see the things that he's able to do, pass, shoot, talks well defensively, he's a great leader.
In other NBA news, Spanish star center Pau Gasol, a 2-time NBA champion, has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the Portland Trailblazers. The 39-year-old 7-footer who helped the Los Angeles Lakers to the 2009 and 2010 NBA titles joins his 6th league club for a 19th career NBA campaign. The deal was reportedly worth $2.6 million.
Also, earlier this month, five-time NBA All-Star center Al Horford signed with the Philadelphia 76ers as forward Tobias Harris rejoined the team. Now to some Canadian soccer news.
Cavalry FC pulled off a huge upset over the home favorite Vancouver Whitecaps FC to become the first club from the Canadian Premier League to defeat an MLS club. The team based in Calgary, Alberta, pulled off the 2-1 road win in Leg 2 at BC Place to advance to the semifinals of the 2019 Canadian Championship. The newly established Canadian Premier League was founded in 2019 to improve the national soccer talent in Canada. With the league still developing, the CPL talent is still largely recognized as a lower division compared to Major League Soccer. However, fans may start giving the league more credibility. Despite the underdog status as a CPL club, it was almost no surprise Cavalry FC came out on top to advance in the Canadian Championship. They were tied for the top spot in the CPL prior to the match. The Whitecaps currently are tied at the bottom of the MLS Western Conference standings and are on a 5-game losing streak. Head coach from Cavalry FC shared his thoughts on this accomplishment and also how his team from the CPL translate against top clubs and the vision for the development of Canadian players.
Our guys have got a heart of a lion. I think it's evident to see how we've done in the CPL. Also sees how we translate. The CPL is for Canadian players, Canadian coaches, officials, administrators, the whole gambit. And we're getting a lot of Canadians playing. And I think we've got to keep forging ahead to 2026 and creating a bigger platform of Canadian players. That my kid's in the room now, he's 9, and I want him to be inspired to play on the national team. So it's great to test ourselves, and I think it's shown that the CPL teams have competed very well, whether it's against the MLS sides or the USL sides.
Midfielder and team captain Nicholas Ledgerwood also shared his thoughts on the growing talent in the CPL and being an ambassador in promoting the league and what it has to offer.
I mean, I guess for a lot of players, this is the biggest stage they've ever played at right now. And, hopefully it's not the last time that they're going to be doing this in their careers. Hopefully, we move Cavalry, the CPL, in the direction that also the MLS has done in the last 20 years. So I think, I know Tommy's extremely proud. I'm extremely proud to be wearing the Cavalry crest and, to be an ambassador and promoting the CPL and the Cavalry.
Cavalry FC had nothing to lose coming into BC Place, so with the amount of pressure that this game had riding on it, it would be too much to handle for Vancouver. Whitecaps head coach Mark Dos Santos congratulated the club and shared his thoughts on his team's struggles while continuing to be positive of his club heading forward.
I want to congratulate Calgary for qualifying. I think they played us when they're in a very good moment and we're in a very bad moment. And there's a couple of things we could do to try to get a reaction also in the locker room. Maybe new blood. Maybe at this point some moves if we're able to, and an understanding of everyone that nothing's guaranteed in football. Nothing's guaranteed. We're a club that puts everybody in a very good position to succeed, and we have to fight more for this for sure.
Cavalry FC's victory in Leg 2 versus the Whitecaps was the first time a CPL team had beaten an MLS club in history. The win proves the development in soccer in Canada while also forcing fans and media to give more credit to the league in terms of competition against other Premier Leagues, such as the MLS. Cavalry FC will advance to the next round of the Canadian Championships to face the Montreal Impact, while the Vancouver Whitecaps will continue to find whatever they can to turn their season around. Reporting from Vancouver, Canada, I'm Anthony Sevilla, and I'm 1 with 25.
Up next, back to work for Patriots as NFL training camps open.
NFL Steelers extend Tomlin coaching deal through 2021.
Young fans celebrate U.S. women's soccer team victory.
And WNBA All-Star 2019 showcases the league's talents. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Welcome back, sports fans. This is EBC Sports
International. We're coming to you from Seattle, Washington. Hey, Mike, we've been talking about the NBA and the various trades in preparation for next season.
Yeah, we have. But that's not the only league that's prepping for the upcoming season. I mean, we have NFL teams have also been sealing some deals to give them the best shot for a Super Bowl appearance.
Right. And one of those teams is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Definitely. Super Bowl champion coach Mike Tomlin has signed a one-year contract extension with the NFL's Pittsburgh Steelers to stay on the job through the 2021 campaign. Tomlin, who took charge of the club in 2007, guided the Steelers over the Arizona Cardinals in the 2009 Super Bowl and was a defensive backs coach for the Tampa Bay Bucks when they won the Super Bowl in 2003. Tomlin is only the third head coach for the Steelers since 1969 after Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher. Tomlin said, "We have a goal of winning the organization's 7th Super Bowl championship, and I couldn't be more excited about this upcoming season." In its 12 seasons leading the Steelers, the team has never had a losing record and has reached the playoffs 8 times, although not last year after going 9-6 with 1 draw. Among current NFL coaches, Tomlin ranks 2nd in playoff berths and 3rd in career regular season wins with 125 against 66 losses and a draw.
In other NFL news, the reigning Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots, began preparations to defend their crown. The Pats opened their NFL preseason training camp on Wednesday as the majority of the clubs began workouts with hopes of a championship next February. Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, the 41-year-old who owns a record 6 Super Bowl titles, launched a 20th season's set of workouts learning to make connections with new receivers. Beloved Brady target Rob Gronkowski retired in March, and receiver Julian Edelman has been sidelined 3 weeks with a left thumb injury. So Brady will be working on timing with such newcomers as 8-year NFL veteran tight end Lance Kendricks and 38-year-old tight end Ben Watson.
Wow, I am so excited for the NFL season. Man, it looks like it's going to be another good one. Let's see if Tom Brady can win it all again.
Yes, but you know, Mike, when it comes to the term football, much of the world thinks of soccer, not American football that we've been talking about.
That's absolutely correct. And football, or soccer as we call it here, is definitely a sport, followed by a huge number of fans from around the world.
Yeah. And recently, the U.S. women's national soccer team won the World Cup, and fans get a glimpse of the champions.
Nice. Well, our New York junior correspondent, Etienne David, spoke with some of the fans.
Welcome to the Canyon of Heroes. We are celebrating history in women's sports, featuring your 2019 World Cup champions, Team USA.
I am super excited. I can't wait to see Alex Morgan, Heath, Rapinoe, and Lloyd. They work so hard and they're trying so hard to be the best they can be, and they keep on doing it every single day, and they don't be rude about it and brag, and you should be inspired by them. They work every day for them to get on TV. They try their best to win the game's World Cup. I liked when she scored on her birthday. Yeah.
Truly good at what they do, and I think that they support women and their causes.
I had a lot of fun today. Congratulations to Team USA. I'm Etienne. See you later.
Thanks for the reports.
Speaking of women in sports, we have WNBA action from the league's All-Star 2019 event in Las Vegas. Here's the story.
From the shining lights of the famous hotels in Las Vegas to the lights of the hardwood, the WNBA All-Star Weekend has brought the league's brightest and talented athletes under one roof. The weekend began with 2 girls' clinics and a panel of some of the league's unique talent and legends of the sport. These all-stars and legends not only gave some pointers on the court, but were also able to provide some amazing advice on the importance of social media awareness and the need to do well in school.
Just seeing that, you can make it to this level, and once you do, we talked about things even after basketball, just qualities that you can have for what the sport gives you that you can have for when you're done playing in your professional life.
You know, it was so much fun. All these kids are so energetic and so excited to be here to join and to even come out and just experience something new. So it was really fun. I liked it. I just love volunteering. We have an amazing girls youth program in Las Vegas that I am a part of, and I coach there. So hopefully I can spend my time and help out with that.
All-Star Weekend included a free fan fest where everyone was welcome to play games and experience the fun. Fans of all ages took part in the free event during and after the 3-point and skills challenges. The fun continued as fans witnessed the All-Stars showcase their talents in the 3-point contest and the skills challenge. The eve to the big game, the players traded their style for the court into their style for the orange carpet. Most dressed simple but yet so elegant. Fans cheered for both teams as they entered. Teammates and WNBA legends were not the only ones who give their support. NBA star Chris Paul and basketball legend Kobe Bryant also took part in the festivities. Players shared their thoughts on the All-Star experience delivered by Las Vegas.
I mean, anytime you come to Vegas in general, you're thinking it's people are going big, it's big shows, big time people, and that's how it should be definitely for All-Star. So I think it puts a little pressure on everyone else to see like how can we be better than than Vegas. But so far they've been phenomenal, and that's what you think when you come to Vegas: is big time shows and put on a really big show.
Team, I mean, the Aces are 2 years young, and look what they've been able to do. It proves that it works. So I think we can look to the Aces and see what they did this entire All-Star, what they've been doing with their team. You see them everywhere. They're marketed very well, and kind of take that model and run with it.
Erica Wheeler shares her inspiration and message after her All-Star MVP performance.
It's going to be bumps in the road. You just got to keep pushing through those bumps in the road. Just never give up. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And I don't think you expect this. I don't think you should want it easy. I think you should, expect those bumps, and when you get over those bumps, it means so much more. God, He works in a mysterious way, and He knows my grind. He knows what I've been through. He knows the work I put in. So, when you put in the work, you get rewarded, and I think that's what's happening.
Both teams give the fans a great display of jump shots and dunks left and right. Team Wilson came up with the win against Team Deladon. From the WNBA All-Star at the Mandalay Bay Event Center here in fabulous Las Vegas, I am Casey Carrasco, 1 with 25.
When we come back, our LA Bureau continues with their Electronics Entertainment Expo. They'll bring you E3 Day 3.
Stay tuned for more EBC Sports International. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching EBC Sports International. I'm Michael Hudson.
I'm Frendel Feherin. Thanks for tuning in.
To wrap up our episode for this week, we have the final day of EBC's E3 coverage. Our LA Bureau brought us several days of coverage.
Yes, we saw multiplayer virtual world setups, gaming gear and clothing, as well as organizations who were bringing awareness to various causes.
But E3 coverage wouldn't be complete without seeing the latest video games. Alan and Eva give us a glimpse of some games that were in the spotlight during this year's expo. Here's a story.
At the E3 Esports Zone, a 10,000 square foot area has been designed for professional and amateur competitors to battle it out in tournaments for games like NBA 2K, Fortnite, and Smash Bros. Ultimate.
And with this being the final day of E3 2019, we want to jump in post-haste with a little esports competitive play and, of course, still find time to review some video game goodness on the show floor.
In esports, there's many different games, from a Madden NFL football game to a game like League of Legends or Counter-Strike, which is a first-person shooter game. And for enjoyment and for community, people play these games because they spend time with their friends online playing with them. They play to get achievements and to be the best at what they do. And once you start playing in that way, it really fills your life with joy and also companionship from the community of the games you play. esports in college is becoming a part of the infrastructure of college. So you can go to college now to play for the basketball team or the soccer team or the esports team.
It's growing a lot in the college scene because, you know, college people have good reflexes and a lot of time. So it's basically just a new form of competition. So the people here seem like really invested, I think, because it's the kind of thing where you're like, oh, I'm pretty good at Smash, but then you get to see like people who are good, and it's like, whoa, they're doing crazy stuff.
I practice maybe about before a tournament, about a good 4 or 5 hours. I gotta make sure I know all my techniques. I gotta make sure I know everything about my character, about all my opponents as much as I can. This game, I have to know about maybe around 70, 75 different characters you have to know. I have made so many friends and had so many great experiences because of esports. And overall, it just makes me, I feel, a better person.
E3 wouldn't be complete without the occasional photo op or the obligatory wipeout in front of friends. Ready for any challenge, our Eagle News team dared to scale the highest peaks in order to deliver the latest in video gaming news. News about upcoming games like
Star Wars Pinball is coming out for Nintendo Switch on September 13th. It's the first Star Wars game on the Nintendo Switch. It takes 19 great Star Wars tables, puts them all into one package. One of the cool things you can do is you choose your side. Are you light side or are you dark side? Which are you?
We picked the exciting side.
Dark side it is. In career mode, you actually like have to fulfill these missions just like right then and there. There's also stuff like a 5-minute challenge, like get a certain amount of points. Single player is just all of our tables there. League play and galactic tournaments are different, like online kind of things you can do. We have a Cantina jukebox, which is you'll unlock all these different John Williams themes and everything. You can play them anytime you like. Eventually, you'll get to play out great scenes, like iconic scenes, like, you know, the Millennium Falcon going through the asteroid field, or Luke on Hoth and stuff like that. There's all sorts of fun, iconic scenes. That pretty much goes for all the kind of movie adaptation tables that we have. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle mode. This is like a very classic kind of Castle Storm fight, and just like totally bombard this castle so that you get a nice look at our destruction, which is all Unreal 4 driven. You reveal like little humorous scenes, like you get a little zombie in a hamster wheel there. The Headless Horseman is here and just admiring himself. We have a little bone throne down here. It's not an iron throne, it's a bone throne. The actual objective is to totally either destroy this castle or to get this flag here and take it all the way back.
So we're showing off Sea of Thieves here at the stand today. We've got the arena mode, which is our recently released like competitive game mode that we've launched as part of our anniversary edition update. You've got short session-based combat, and you can jump in and play with your friends, and you can kind of experience that PvP experience. But then on the other side, we've also delivered the Tall Tales, a quest-based system over to the adventure mode. So while we had the Emergent World out at launch, we've added a range of kind of story-based quests and campaigns, and it was all based on following from player feedback.
Feedback about E3 was also an important discussion, engaging the prominence of the world's most well-known video game expo.
All these exhibits are amazing. From the Nintendo booth, the Link's Awakening, if you haven't seen that, the little figurines on top, it's just been mind-boggling. Pokemon's great. And if you haven't checked out the indie area, there's a lot of good gems over in the indie area to check out.
The Nintendo booth was definitely fun. That's what we came here for. So we went and played Pokemon. We played, what else did we get to play? Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is a really, really great game. And then I've just come here on the last day to check out the Xbox and see what the streaming service is going to be like. So it's been good. I recommend that. That's pretty amazing.
This is the show. This is the show where everything is announced. We get to see the updates to our favorite titles. We get big surprises, and just everyone is psyched about the future of video games. I'm a very big like Xbox channel, so I'll be talking about Xbox games I played. Gears of War as well. I got some footage of that, so I'm very excited to talk about that. I'm very impressed by it, and yeah. yeah, E3, it's a very busy place. I love it, but if you ever get the chance to come, give it a shot.
With consoles and computers promising even more devastatingly beautiful graphics, richer stories, and immersive ways to play, it looks like it's time for me to upgrade to a bigger TV. But first, I'm probably gonna need a bigger wall.
Walls, however, are broken down in the video game community, thanks to things like online play, competitive esports, and big events like E3, where regardless of any personal demographic, each individual is simply recognized as
a gamer. Signing off from the Electronic Entertainment Expo at the Los Angeles Convention Center, this is Evan Allen for Eagle News, and we are 1 with 25.
I always enjoy features coming from our LA Bureau. Great job, team.
Yeah, it looks like they had a lot of fun, but not as much as we had bringing you this week's episode of EBC Sports International.
It was truly a pleasure. Make sure you join us next week for more sports news.
But before then, visit our websites at www.eaglenews.net
and at www.eaglenewslive.com.
Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/eaglenews
and on Twitter at twitter.com/eaglenews.
Thanks for watching. I'm Michael Hudson.
And I'm Frendel Faharin, and we are 1 with 25.